Something else happened last night that is quite scary to me. Heading to the morgue, allegedly very, very haunted place here.
I am on the slab, guys. Did you just touch my hat?
Freaked out. It's absolutely terrifying to me. Can you tell us why you were here?
Consumption.
The
What?
No way. What is going on? Hey Crypt Keepers, thank you so much for tuning into AmysCrypt. Tonight we are investigating a haunted quarantine station. We will be covering an isolation hospital, a morgue and the nurses' quarters, all with their own stories. If you guys haven't already done so, go and check out my part 1 video, which I'll have linked below. It was quite an interesting night and I'm really looking forward to tonight, so stay tuned. The former Albany quarantine station has many emotions etched into its buildings, likely why the site is said to be so haunted. Tenders for this place's construction were made in 1875, when a quarantine facility was required to keep infectious diseases brought to Western Australia via sea travel out of the general population. The quarantine station would go on to treat victims of various epidemics, including those caused by smallpox, the bubonic plague, tuberculosis, leprosy, and the most fatal of all, the Spanish flu. Since the station's closure in the 1950s, the site has been run as a summer camp, with many visitors reporting to encounter the paranormal. Some have cited apparitions, felt as though they were touched or physically affected in strange ways. They've smelt and heard things they cannot explain, and we even got a taste of these strange occurrences for ourselves, which we experienced during our first night within the old isolation hospital. I highly recommend checking out the first part of our stay at the quarantine station to see what we captured. You'll find video links below. But tonight, we continue our paranormal investigation of the former quarantine station, visiting both the extremely haunted morgue and nurses' quarters. Alright Crypt Keepers, we are kicking off tonight's investigation a little bit differently. If you haven't done so already, go and check out my part 1 video. If you've watched that, you know that during the investigation, something happened to Jared and I where we both felt super fatigued, very, very tired, and it just hit us like a truck. We were absolutely shattered. So to close out that episode, so that we could get some rest, we've rigged up abandonments throughout the isolation hospital here at this quarantine station. I am going to review all of the footage of that abandonment now with you guys, but make sure you're staying tuned because something else happened last night that is quite scary to me. So I'm going to tell you a really freaky story, but let's take a look at what these cameras picked up. This particular room had a REM pod set up within it that only triggered once throughout the entire filming session. What makes this the most curious are the noises that accompanied the REM pod being set off. Listen closely, as it sounds as though there is movement across the wooden floor, almost as if someone is approaching the device slowly. This next camera only recorded one moment of interest while left out on the veranda. At one point you can clearly see a thick mist manifest and move through the frame. This is strange as the camera was sheltered from the storm occurring at the time, and this instance only occurred once. I will play this clip with its original audio track for you now. Admittedly, this was during a heavy rainstorm, which could have caused the anomaly, yet the audio shows that wind had not picked up as this strange mist moved past. Do you think it was caused by the weather, or possibly something paranormal? Here is where my very scary story took place that I want to tell you all about. So last night, Jared and I, we had quite an early night for us. We were sleeping in room 2 right here. Next door to room 2 is the gentleman's bathroom. There's 2 shower cubicles in here, which I'll show you, and it's very creepy looking. I'm telling you, it's very summer camp. I brushed my teeth in here last night, and I'll tell you, I got such creepy vibes in here. When I walked in, I thought, I'm gonna check both of these shower stalls to see that I'm alone in here. That's how creeped out I was. I wanted to check there was no Jason Voorhees, Pamela Voorhees hiding in the shower cubicles before I brush my teeth. Nothing in there. I go to bed, I'm asleep in this room. I reckon it must have been in between 3:30 a.m. and 4 a.m. that this thing happened. Basically, I heard a really, really loud noise coming through the wall from this room, and I know exactly what that noise was, and it is the fan inside the bathroom. Now, the fan is interesting because it is a motion sensor activated fan. So as soon as I walk into this room, which I'll do now to demonstrate, the fan will switch on. It'll go for like, I don't know, 30 seconds, and then it'll start shutting down unless it detects more movement. So I heard this go off once, freaked out because it's absolutely terrifying to me. Looked around the room, found my one torch. I didn't have a camera or a phone or anything. Came in to check, there's no one in here. Went back to bed. A little bit later, I heard the fan go again. So it happened twice this night. I actually spoke to the manager of the camp today, and he said that's the first time anyone's actually reported this happening in this room. So it's not a common occurrence, so let me demonstrate the fan to you. So you can hear it going now. If we stay very still, it'll shut off, and I'll start it again. So it's shut off, and to get it going, we need movement like this. Isn't that terrifying? And freaking look at it in here, guys. This is like Friday 13th vibes right here. So because I had this creepy experience hearing that automatic fan turn on when no one was in the room, that could very well be paranormal activity. We are rigging up some cameras here. So I've got a Ghost Tube SLS monitoring the section up towards the door, and then we also have a still camera set up inside the bathroom. I don't want to actively investigate this place because Jared and I are actually heading to the morgue, which is allegedly very, very haunted place here. Alright, so just stepping into the morgue. It's quite a small building, very simple, still with the original table here, which is a little bit eerie to see, to be honest. But I have heard that there is quite a lot of activity that occurs here. Obviously no death happened here. It would have mostly happened in the isolation hospital, which is a very short distance away from the morgue. But this was where the bodies were stored until they could be buried or examined. I think we will start off with an Estes session. I don't know what could come through. We'll have to find out. We're as locked in the morgue as we can get. Are you right there, Jared?
I am on the slab, guys. I don't know how I should feel about this. So actual people, like bodies were on these tables? This table?
Yes, this is an actual morgue, and they say that this is one of the more haunted places here at Camp Quaranup, which of course is a former quarantine hospital for infectious diseases arriving into Western Australia.
Lovely.
Yeah, I don't know the exact activity that is said to happen in here, but I wanted to try an Estes method, not only because we can put someone on the slab while we do the Estes, but I just think it's a incredible way to communicate with the other side. I mean, it's not proven to actually work, but some of the things that we have had come through the Estes session they're chilling, really chilling responses. So, are you ready, Jared? Shall we see what we get tonight?
Let's do it.
Cool. Put your things on.
Alright.
My name is Amy and I'm here tonight with Jared. This might look a little bit strange to you, but we're doing this hoping that we can communicate.
Coming forward.
If there's somebody here, can you step forward and tell us your name? Maybe.
No.
That's fine, we don't need to know your name. Again, my name is Amy and the guy on the table, his name is Jared. So if at any time you feel comfortable sharing your name, we would love to know who we're talking to. Can you tell us why you're here?
Consumption.
Ooh. Okay, that's a bit of a chilling response. So consumption's kind of weird, guys, because I believe back in the day, tuberculosis, they referred to as consumption, like death by consumption. I feel like that's
I'm back there.
a thing. Whereabouts are you? Can I see you?
Lift.
Lift. I don't think there's a lift here. It's all one-story buildings. What does lift mean? Were you in the hospital? The building next door? Are you a nurse, a doctor, a patient? The mark. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Maybe you were a soldier?
Did you just touch my hat?
Well, no. He won't be able to hear me, but...
I just felt like saying touch my hat.
Are you touching Jared? Can you touch him on the fingers?
And came forward.
Yes, please come forward. We're here for you. We're here just to talk to you. Am I talking to a male or a female? Boy or girl? Can you tell me where you're from, originally from? You've got a little bit quiet.
Remind me to tell you about the twitching.
Okay.
Only 4.
4. So I did ask a little while ago how many people are in the room. So I want to know where you came from. I'm visiting from South Australia, a place called Adelaide. I don't know if you'll know that. Do you like it here by the ocean? So I don't know what he means by twitching. Can you tell me what Jared's trying to... People. Officer is interesting because there was a lot of people from the army here. Post, I think it was maybe World War II, there was a lot of US soldiers stationed here doing work for submarines, I believe it was. What were you an officer of? What happened to you?
Aged.
You aged?
Dead.
Were you sick?
From.
Yes, where are you from? Did you get sick? Is that why you're here? Are you sure you can't?
That's a good question. It's people.
Were you well looked after here? I feel like I'm hearing little scratches from this side of the room. There is a bug, but something else.
It's the 3rd time.
It's the 3rd time I've heard that noise.
Kitty.
Kitty? Like a cat?
I run it.
Are you in charge here? What's your job title? See it, but those lights are on the other side of the bay. That's
Excuse me.
Town in the distance. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm paying attention to you now.
There's a problem.
How can I help?
Keep going.
Okay, can you tell me what the problem is? If you tell me what the problem is, I'll do everything I can to help you fix it.
At least one.
Can you tell me what to do? I want to help.
Of course not.
No, I will. I promise.
Too many we have.
Too many patients? What do you have too many of?
Did you touch my hat at all during that time?
No.
I swear my hat kept getting touched and maybe even pulled back a bit.
Well, that's weird.
And I also feel like twitches all over my body, like my leg. It would like twitch here, and then it would twitch here, and then I'll get a twitch here, like a skin twitch. or a muscle spasm or something, you know what I mean? And my knees and my legs and my arms. Like, I felt like I was being, not touched, but just maybe prodded. Like, my body was being prodded. Like, I keep getting like twitches just in random parts of my body.
Alright, so now just to recap that, Estes, you had twitching all over your body as if you were being prodded.
Yeah, like little skin or muscle spasms, like in random parts of my body, like quite a few times actually.
As if someone was dissecting your body?
I wouldn't say, like, I mean, I don't know what that feels like, and hopefully I don't ever know what that feels like, but just twitching, muscle spasms, like.
Do you think that could be some psychological symptom of being in this room and laying on this table?
Well, maybe, but this isn't the first morgue table I've laid on. You've made me lay on heaps of them.
True.
I don't
You
think
volunteered to lay on this one.
But I don't think I've ever reported that problem on any of the others, and I don't see why this one would be any different.
Yeah, true. As far as responses, it did feel as though there was obviously someone talking to me. A couple of interesting ones, officer. So I don't know if you knew this, but this was, largely utilised during I think both World Wars, to be honest. So when you said officer, I thought, maybe it could be a soldier. There were a number of soldiers who get sick and pass away here at the quarantine station as well. But then also it could be, officer of the hospital, or you said things like I'm in charge. Another weird thing that you said was consumption. Alright, I think now maybe we'll move into the nurses' quarters. I heard that is another really haunted building. And if there was someone in charge, maybe it's one of the nurses who are trying to come through and communicate with us.
I told you to start recording.
Jared, I
hate being right all the time.
No. Here you are, sitting on the couch.
But you missed it again!
No, it's in frame. Oh my god, Jared. You could help me, So we're having a fight, guys, sorry. Come in, I set up the REM pod, turn it on. Jared's like, quick, go roll on that night vision camera because it's going to go off, I bet. So I'm trying to set it up and then it goes off and I miss it.
Told you.
But you're not helping me. If you just got off your ass and put the camera on, then you would have caught it. But you're just sitting there.
Eh.
See what I have to live with? Suck my cat balls. The ghosts are probably like... Goes to Vox.
It's the least I can do.
Yeah, Vox me up, baby. Okay, I am just going to apologise to anyone in this house. We probably come across as quite rude, and this is probably quite strange. So my name is Amy, and I'm here tonight with Jared. And we're here just to talk to anyone who may be here in the nurses' quarters.
So if you come to these lights on the table, you might be able to make this one light up. Or you might be able to... Oh, it just went off. Yeah, that's right. Or you might be able to come up to this one here, and it might be able to generate some noises, and you can get used to that and maybe use that to talk to us as well.
If there's somebody here, can we please have your name?
I thought I heard like Steve or something then.
I thought I heard sick.
Sick? Are you not well? Thank you. Maybe you can touch that for yes when we ask questions. Are you a nurse here? Do you hear that out there?
Yeah. What room should I go into?
Is there any anybody here with us now? If so, how many people are here with us? How many?
Mr. Carey.
Mr. Carey?
Did you work here?
And you were sent.
And you were sent?
Mr. Carey. And you were sent. Mr. Carey. And you were sent.
Whereabouts are you right now in this room?
In the corner.
In the corner? This corner? Is that a yeah?
I thought it said no.
Not there. What about that corner where she is?
What the f***?
What?
There's two shadows in here. Oh, I think they're both mine. They both got pom-poms.
What about this corner? How do you feel about us being here? My name's Jared and her name's Amy. Can you repeat one of our names to let us know that you're here? Amy or Jared? Is there anything we can do for you?
A lawyer?
I thought I heard that too. Do you want us to get you a lawyer? Why? What happened? Why do you need help? Right now, yeah. Why do you need help? We might not be able to get you the help now, but we can listen.
Is there a nurse here? What was that noise in here? I just heard something in this room. You hear that?
In that room. What was that noise that we just heard?
It's very cold here. Can you make another noise for me?
Sound like someone laughing.
That was laughing.
Are you playing a game with us? Do you find that funny? No, they're in that room.
Did you, what?
To the left. To the left, that one there.
Someone's just messing with me. Is this funny? I like.
No, I heard that one.
No way. What is going on? What are you doing with all these noises?
Are you playing a game with us? Whereabouts in this house are you right now?
B.
Have you been following us tonight?
That's more laughter. somebody having a laugh here?
Can you give us your name at least?
Is that rain again?
We haven't left anything outside, have we? GoPro?
If you could share your name, that would be amazing and we would appreciate it. Listening or Lucian Mel?
Can you tell us why you're still here?
How many of you are there? How many in this house?
How many people are in this house?
Who was it that was going towards the red light on the table earlier? There is someone having a great time laughing at us. Oh my god. Why does it sound so sinister?
And all the noises in all the different rooms as well. It's
Yeah.
like they're playing with us.
It sounds creepy, but I don't feel creeped out by it.
No. I saw the noise over there as well. Behind that camera.
See, I thought it was on the table.
No.
The noise. Quiet.
No.
Quiet.
No.
Quiet.
No.
Can you tap again for us, please?
It's over there. Behind that camera. Can you sit down on one of the chairs in this room? We've got some little balls on there and they'll light up if you touch them.
Would you like us to bring you something?
Can you get close to that red light on the table and do that again?
We were just talking about it as well. See how many lights you can get to light up on it.
You got the house.
Got the house. It's just us in the house. We've got it to ourselves. So you can come out and talk to us.
I'm hearing noises all over the joint. And in Vox as well.
I might cut Vox so we can hear the noises.
I don't see anything. Can you make a noise now? Alright guys, there's some weird stuff going on.
A lot of noises in this house.
A lot of noises. And it feels like it's just tapping all over the place, particularly that back bedroom. So I think what we're going to do now is Jared and I are going to continue our investigation here for a little bit. We're going to go in the back bedroom and probably do a bonus ghost tube session for my patrons and YouTube members. So if you guys are a patron or YouTube member, definitely check out that video. We haven't filmed it yet, so.
And those are always like raw and uncut, so it'll just be us with ghost tube and that's it, no edits.
Yeah. That's just what I do over there. I just post bonus content pretty much. But I really hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. We have loved staying at Camp Quaranup. I cannot stress how much we freaking love this place. We've been here 2 nights and investigating and ghost aside, this place is absolutely beautiful.
The view is amazing. We've been waking up and having breakfast overlooking the bay.
Yes.
It's been great.
It's amazing. So if you're ever in this area of Australia, so Western Australia, particularly Albany, check it out. come here, book a stay, seriously, bring a group of friends. I would love to come here with a group of my friends. It'd be amazing. But yeah, we're gonna get, oh sorry, I don't know, feel like there's something going on in that back bedroom.
I didn't hear anything then.
Okay, well, we're gonna go, but I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That really helps us out. If you want to do any more reading about this haunted place or others that we visited from around the world, head to my website, AmysCrypt.com. You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and that bonus video is going to be on Patreon and YouTube members, and they're linked below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.